starting off, you want to give your bike a good spray down just to get rid of all the loose grit and grime. And then I use a 1:1 water to simple green ratio, spray that on and let it sit for a couple minutes. Then you're going to just scrub any stubborn or loose particles off, make sure it's nice and foamy, and spray it all off once you're done with that. When it comes to the chain and derailleur, WD-40 makes a really good degreaser. Once you spray it on, it kind of bubbles up and gets rid of all the really big chunks. And then I use a pretty versatile little brush to help scrub the chain and the cassette and all the intricate parts. I like to do this twice just to make sure it's really clean. And once you've got into all the cassette, jockey wheels and chain, then you can give it a good scrub down. If you need to, a hard bristle brush will really get all that stuff off. And when you're done, thorough spray. To dry it off, you use a lint-free clean towel. Just hit the bike in all the good spots and make sure it's nice and dry. Chain care is extremely important, so I do this in 2 steps. First one is WD-40 and an old rag, and I work some of that into the chain just to make sure any last little bits of grease or grime are gone. And then I use a really good chain lube called Purple Extreme. It's a synthetic lube. It's nice and dry, and just dot this onto the chain and kind of work it in. You can also hit up the jockey wheels and the derailleur, and when you're done with that, a clean paper towel just to blot up any excess lube. Wet Seal is an awesome product I use for my forks, suspension and dropper post. You kind of dot it in and you can work it in with your hand or fingers just to make sure it covers all the areas, and then bounce up your suspension, your forks or your dropper post to make sure it lubricates all the parts. And you'll see a bunch of grit, grime and debris kind of left over. You just clean it off with a lint-free clean towel, and that should keep your forks nice and lubed and clean. Well, there you go. This has been a method I've been using to keep my mountain bikes clean for a long time, and everything lasts long and works well when everything is cleaned and lubricated properly. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the trails.